Here at Barrier Breakers, we are so grateful to have passionate donors who make it possible for us to support first generation and minority students as they earn their degrees. Today, I'm excited to be joined by Michele Evard, a recurring supporter and board member, to learn a little bit about what our organization means to her and what called her to donate. Welcome, Michele.
Hi, thanks so much.
Listen, thank you for being on with me. I appreciate it. First, I just want to get right into it. Tell me a little bit about what called you to join the Barrier Breaker community as a supporter.
Well, first I got to know Sydney and all of the work that she did when she joined our professional organization, IECA, and how she was able to speak out so articulately about some of the challenges that I had no clue existed. As a woman, you look at who is the judge, well, you male typically, right? You say he because chances are they're male. But what about the attorneys? They also, and how do you get to be a judge? Well, you have to be an attorney. So just looking at what she was saying about the statistics was shocking. And then when I learned more, it was like, this is just wrong. You know, with the pandemic, so many people went online, and so you accidentally hear things because they don't realize they're being recorded. And when you hear law professors talking and you find out some statistics about everybody who gets in and they're all got these similar scores, but the professor says, the black students are always the lowest 10% of my class. Really? Really? I wonder why that is. Grading is subjective. We have unconscious biases. We know we have unconscious biases. We also have different abilities to access resources as we're growing up, right? So I go to one school, you go to another school. They have different resources. That impacts us. And it impacts us not just in kindergarten, not just in middle school, not just in high school, but in our professions, because it cascades. So there just were so many barriers intentionally placed in front of people that it's like, it's not right. And Sydney's doing something about it and her team. And I want to support that.
So, what impact do you hope to have as a Barrier Breaker supporter?
To help reduce that in any way that I can and to support the people who are doing the work. I don't know law school. I can't help people apply to law school, but Sydney can and Alice can and the people that she hires can. And so I can contribute financially and the understandings I do have of nonprofits and things like that. Not as much as many, but I can do what I can, right? Because that's what we're here for.
Right. Do what you can with what you can. So I've got a little space here that I want to give you to share anything that you probably would want to tell to a potential donor or a potential sponsor who's kind of on the fence, but give them something that really hits home for you.
There's multiple levels, right? So if I think about Sydney and how she lives her faith and welcomes people of all faith in and is supportive and loving of all the students and wants to support them in being themselves and having their own spiritual journeys of whatever kind that is, I think that's really amazing, right? When you think about any issue, if you think that just one kind of person or people with one kind of background are the ones making decisions, whether it's in the court system or in legislatures, presidency, whatever, we just don't get all the perspectives. And we learn so much more when we get other perspectives. And it's just better for all of us. Thought that would be really helpful to help those students get in. And also the mentoring offered and the connections, just building the whole network is really important because it's not enough to break a barrier. You don't just want to get there. You need to belong there. And part of the way you can belong is if there's other people who support you and are happy that you're there, right? So if everybody appreciates everybody else, it just makes it better for us all.
I absolutely love that. If you want to help first generation and minority students access higher education, consider donating this Giving Tuesday. Every dollar helps us make higher education more accessible and equitable. Thank you so much, Michele. I appreciate you. Thank you.
Oh, I appreciate the work y'all are doing. Thank you so much.